Hello and welcome to DG Brothers. I'm Louis and this is episode 24 of DGCraft, my weekly series on the channel. If you're new to the channel and end up enjoying this video, then why not subscribe and help out a small YouTuber grow. In the last episode, Sylvan and I did this house that resembled my first base on this server, and we also did the oasis over here, as you can see, with the palms and with the tower in the middle and everything. So this is a very cozy nature area. And then in this episode, we are doing my farm. It really needs an upgrade and it needs to look a lot better so it matches up with the rest of the base. So without further ado, let's go and do that. So what I want to do is expanding the farm. This design is actually it's quite functional, but it's just not enough. If I want to trade with my villagers and all that, I need a lot bigger farm, and of course it needs to be just as usable as this. So this is going to be expanded. Then I need to expand the cow farm. It's going to be more effective, of course, but also I needed to match the base. I mean, the base is just so pretty. And then I have this cow farm, which looks like shit. And I made it like one of the first weeks on this server. So it definitely needs an upgrade. And then also I need a space for my llamas and my new horse, Skellington there. And I was also thinking about using bees, because that should make your wheat and such grow faster as far as I know. So it would be really awesome to play around with the bees. I've never actually done that. But yeah, that is the plan, so let's get on with that. So after trying out a lot of design ideas, I spent so much time on that. I finally decided to go with this design. So it's basically the same farm as before, it's just a little bit bigger, and then I'm gonna have two of them going like this. And then of course I'm gonna have a path going all the way down to this barn that I'm gonna make down here for the cows. I'm gonna have my smokers in here. And then of course all the drops from the farms will go inside this building, so I got everything gathered in here. Then I'm gonna do some decorations around and maybe some trees and maybe something with the bees. I decided not to do that over the farms. It just doesn't fit with the design I'm going with. And I'm not really gonna use bees in this update at least, but when update Minecraft 1.17 comes around, I'm gonna try and use a lot of the bees because we need that for the copper to keep that in the state that we want it. But until then, I'm just gonna leave the bees be, I think. Let the bees be bees? Yeah, something like that. But yeah, this is the plan, so I think there's nothing else to do than just freaking build it. And freaking build it I did. So first off, I had to remove the dirt in the middle of the shape. And then of course I had to put in the dispensers for the water that will shoot out and remove all the crops when they are completely grown. Then I had to put out the redstone in between these dispensers, and then of course a button so that I can activate all of them at once. Then I removed the border of sandstone, having a little bit of trouble with a wandering trader there. And then I was supposed to dig the holes for the water and then fill them up, because no crops without water. And now it is time for the blocks to keep all the drops inside the farm, and of course I am going with magenta concrete. And then covering up the redstone with magenta carpet. Magenta because, well, of course, and a carpet because then you can walk over it without the farm seeming too big. And then probably the most important part is the glass wall, which needs to be 2 blocks high so you can keep all mobs out of your farm so they don't step on your crops. And glass because then you can see through it, so you can always see if your crops has fully grown. Then it is time to dig the water lanes that will pick up all the farm drops, and then down in the middle you have to make an H and then some more water down there, so all the water push all drops into the hole that we're gonna make here in the middle that will transport all the drops into the barn. And then finally it's time to bring out your mega hoe and then plant all your crops. Then it's time for the barn. I'm going with a classic barn design here with the red walls and the wooden beam support. This is a classic barn design that I've seen a lot of places in real life. It's gonna have 3 entrances, 2 for me, and then one for the cows, because the cows will be able to stand both outside and inside whenever they want to, if it starts raining, or I don't know, maybe there's monsters outside, which there usually is, so I would like to go inside as well. For the roof, I tried to go with a classic barn roof, kind of like a hay roof maybe, but then not really, because it's obviously made out of wood. Both sides will have a window highest up and kind of look like this before adding all the details, of course. Even though I suck at designing and building roofs, I think this one turned out quite alright actually, especially when mixing the spruce with the birch in the middle. And with that, it's time to finish it off and show it to you guys with all the details added. Let's have a look. So now I can finally check this off from the goal room. Let's take this off, make a better farm. That is done. So let's go have a look at the map first off. This is how it looked before, and this is after. So let's go have a look at it. And here it is. So, as you know, I did these farm designs here, and I think these are the best designs you can do without having it fully automated with villagers. So I just press this button, then everything goes down there, and then I press this button, and then everything goes down there, and then it will all get shut up into the barn. And just as I had before, of course, I kept my scarecrow here. He now got the name of Bert the Bone Breaker. And over at the other farm, there's also a new scarecrow, and that is Boris the Bone Crusher. And he is working. He took the job because he needs to provide for his loving family here. That still stays there. But yeah, I did this checkered path here, and then did the red over to the farms. And it goes all the way up here, and I got this little spring here, and a lot of bushes and flowers and everything. And then going into the barn, this is where everything gets shut up, and then I can take my hoe and I can go out and plant everything that I need. And then I got all my hay and all my carrots and potatoes and everything, and I can cook my meat in here, and I got all the leather here as well, and everything else. And I can do the, I can put everything in here and make bone meal, of course, as you can see there, and then I keep it here. So I still got that. And then, of course, I got the cows in here. They can walk in here, so I can feed them from here, or I can go in over here and feed them. So this is a very cozy area, and because of that I had to move the pool, but don't worry, Swimming Pool Paul and Swimming Pool Pete is still here, and they actually got some friends as well. Over here we got the llamas that I've gotten, having a very cozy area here just by the campfire, where you can sit at night and watch the stars if you want to. So that's pretty good, and it's a great view of the barn from over here actually. So that's pretty good. And lastly, I also did the big oak tree over here, and as you can see, I actually ended up doing a little bit with the bees anyway. It's not really functional. I can barely reach it, but it just looks so cozy with the bees flying around here. And I'm really proud of how this oak tree turned out as well. So yeah, this is how it all looks, and I'm really proud of it. I think it fits in very good here, and it just looks amazing. And I mean the sunflower farm up there, not farm, I mean just a place with some sunflowers, god damn it, that's what it is. That looks really good as well. And lastly, from this side, as you can see, there's a balcony up there, and when I go up there I have a view of the whole village that I haven't built yet, but I will do that in a later episode, of course. So let me know if you're actually excited to see me do this village, this natural village with all the villagers that I trade with. Let me know if you're excited to see that, and let me know what you think of the farm as it looks now. I'm really proud of it, but I would like to know if you think that it's too boring at some places, if I should add something else or something that I haven't done, or if it's just perfect as it is. Let me know down in the comments below, and then I will make sure to, well, add whatever you say, or just be happy if you're happy with it. Yeah, I really like it, and yeah, this has been a real blast to build. I hope you enjoyed this episode of DGCraft. Remember to like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out the links in the description, and why not also join my Discord community. With all that out of the way, thank you so much for watching.